In St. Petersburg, Florida, Mary Adler, Mckenna Grace, a 7-year-old with extraordinary mathematical abilities, lives with her uncle Frank, Chris Evans, a former philosophy professor now working as a boat mechanic. Frank has been raising Mary since the death of her mother, Diane, when Mary was only 6 months old. Frank's primary concern is that Mary has a normal childhood, free from the pressure of her exceptional intellect. He shares his worries with Roberta Taylor, Octavia Spencer, a neighbor and close friend, explaining that Mary needs social connections and a chance to be a regular kid. Mary starts first grade at a local public school. She's socially awkward, but her intellectual abilities quickly become evident. When she completes complex math problems far beyond her grade level, Bonnie Stevenson, Jenny Slate, her teacher, is both impressed and concerned. Bonnie tries to subtly approach Frank about Mary's abilities, but Frank brushes it off, claiming Mary's talents come from the Trachtenberg system, a method he introduces to explain her skills. However, Bonnie is not convinced. She quietly arranges for Mary to take a college-level math test, and the results are undeniable. Frank admits to Bonnie that Mary is a mathematical genius, like her late mother, Diane, who is dedicated to solving one of the world's most complex problems, the Navier-Stokes equations, part of the unsolved Millennium Prize problems. Frank explains how Diane's brilliance, combined with her emotional fragility, led to her tragic suicide. Frank has since been raising Mary, trying to protect her from the pressures that consumed Diane's life. Frank's life with Mary is upended when Evelyn, Lindsay Duncan, Frank's estranged mother and Mary's grandmother, learns about Mary's abilities and demands to be involved. Evelyn, a former mathematician, believes that Mary has a responsibility to use her intellect for the benefit of society, much as Diane tried to do. She insists that Mary needs to be in a specialized school for gifted children, something Frank vehemently opposes. Frank is determined to ensure that Mary leads a normal life, unlike Diane, who is isolated and pushed to the brink by her genius. When Frank refuses to agree to Evelyn's demands, Evelyn decides to take legal action. She sues for full custody of Mary, arguing that Frank is unfit to raise a child with such exceptional talent, as he is not prepared to foster her intellectual growth. This begins a custody battle that pits mother against son, and both are forced to confront their painful family history. As the legal battle intensifies, Frank and Evelyn clash in court. Evelyn, unable to understand Frank's more compassionate approach, argues that Mary's gifts must be nurtured and honed in an elite educational environment. She claims that Frank is squandering Mary's potential by keeping her in a regular school, where she is underchallenged and socially isolated. Frank counters that Diane would have wanted Mary to have the kind of childhood she never had, the chance to experience life beyond academics and to be happy. Frank discovers a secret that Diane had left behind. Diane had solved the Navier-Stokes problem before her death, but had instructed Frank not to release the solution until after Evelyn's death. Frank uses this information as leverage in his final confrontation with Evelyn. He offers her the opportunity to publish Diane's work if she agrees to drop the custody battle, revealing that Diane's final act was one of defiance against her controlling mother. Evelyn, deeply moved and remorseful, agrees to end the battle, allowing Frank to regain full custody of Mary. Mary returns to Frank's home, where she is finally allowed to lead a more balanced life. She continues to excel academically, but now she is also able to make friends and experience the joys of childhood. Frank's decision to prioritize Mary's happiness and emotional growth over her intellectual potential marks the conclusion of the film, a testament to the importance of nurturing both mind and heart. As the film closes, Frank and Mary enjoy a quiet moment together, their bond stronger than ever, with Mary taking her first steps toward a future where her genius and her well-being can coexist.